Welcome to Unit 15 of ATM 101, Weather and Climate of Alaska. This is Timmy Miner, and I will be looking at observations of Eagle, Alaska for various weeks in January and March of 2015. Starting out with some temperature, January 25th had a max of 1 degrees Fahrenheit and a minimum of negative 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Going into the week of January 31st, there was a maximum of negative 9 degrees Fahrenheit and a minimum of negative 29 degrees Fahrenheit. This is much colder than climatology would normally suggest. This is due to the orbital tilt of the Earth as it rotates around the Sun, which allows for more or less intensities for the Sun to hit the northern hemisphere, causing the Earth to either warm up or cool down. Looking at the pressure starting on January 25th, you can see that the pressure is just above 1,000 millibars. And as the temperature gets colder, you can watch the pressure climb until January 31st when it hits its coldest temperatures, and then the pressure drops as the temperature warms back up. Looking at the weather map for January 29th, you can see that there is fog and light clouds. This held in the warmer temperatures for that day. If you remember, January 25th had a maximum of 1 degrees Fahrenheit and a minimum of negative 17 degrees Fahrenheit. On the 29th, there was a strong northwesterly wind that pushed out the low and brought in a high. The winds pushed away the cloud cover, and this caused temperatures to fall. Wind affects weather and climate by bringing in either cold or warm air masses into an area, such as this. On the 31st, there was a high-pressure system that moved in and settled over Eagle. Because the clouds moved, both the dew point and the relative humidity dropped while dry air moved in. Moving on to March, the 24th maximum was at 42 degrees Fahrenheit and the minimum was at 11 degrees Fahrenheit. March 26th through 28th, the temperature increased and had little distance between the minimum and maximums. The 26th, for example, had 47 degrees Fahrenheit at the maximum and 33 degrees Fahrenheit for the minimum. March 24th had clear skies and a high-pressure system over Eagle. Looking at the differences between satellite and station maps, you can see that for the most part, they all have clear skies, except for there's a little bit of cloud cover over here on the water vapor map, but it is thin and sparse. On March 26th, there was winds that brought up a low, and an occluded front occurred. This brought on a mixture of clouds. For March 28th, the low-pressure system moved closer to Eagle, and it held in the clouds. The clouds insulated the area, and the temperatures were higher than normally predicted by climatology. And then just to show the pressure throughout that week for March, at the beginning of the week it was higher because of the colder temperature, and as it warmed up, it dropped. I'd like to thank you for watching my screencast for Unit 15, Observations of Eagle from January to March.